Welcome to Crimson Guitars. This is a new project. I have been thinking about doing this sort of a thing for quite a while, and finally I have a reason and the personnel. So we are a custom guitar builder and tool makers and all of that. Obviously, go and spend all of your money in our shop and buy Luthier's tools. I'd really appreciate that. But we're also planning on making kit guitars for the discerning hobbyist. In the process of thinking about that, I went and bought a couple of kit guitars that are available in the UK. And they are all heaving piles of maggoty rubbish. But it got me thinking, and I thought, and the think that I was thinking was that maybe we could take one of these horrible, horrible things and turn it into an instrument that's actually worthy of hanging on somebody's wall, or even being played. And that has been in my mind since I bought this Telecaster kit. It's ostensibly not too bad. 4-piece, smells like poplar, or it could be any other generic soft wood. The routing is basically in place and as much as you would expect. The jointing is bad. That's got a horrible joint that's filled with glue. The edges are very rough sanded, and the profiling, it's a cheap guitar. The whole kit cost me £80, so that is including all the hardware and everything that I would need. The neck is not too bad, actually, to be honest. The side dots are not quite centered on their fret slots. The frets are all in straight and not too bad. The biggest problem I've got with these is that the angle on the ends of the frets, instead of being that sort of angle, I think it's supposed to be 30 degrees, it's closer to 45, which means that the playing surface of the neck is smaller, and if you put your string in the end nut slots, your high string is going to slip off the end. So we're going to have to level those frets and make them much lower than they are in order to make this playable in the first place. So, well, what I'm saying is it's the small details, it's the fine things that take something like this and make it unplayable. And that's a small, big detail. I assume the truss rod is alright. The neck, it looks okay. We have another issue in that the neck and the neck pocket, well, I shouldn't be able to do that. It doesn't match, the bottom curve here doesn't match up properly, so that's going to require some finessing. And obviously we're going to change the headstock shape. The other thing that is really depressing is the quality of the hardware. This stuff is about as cheap as it is possible to get. Hell, it even comes with a crappy jack lead. So, in order to make this guitar into something special, which we can do, we're going to have to throw a little bit of money at it. I've bought some nicer hardware, not Wilkinson by Goto, etc. Not really high quality stuff. I'm just upgrading this in the same way that a hobbyist would be able to. Although we are going to put a new top on it, we're going to make it pretty, we're going to experiment with a very easy finish that you can do at home without spending a lot of money. If you could spend a lot of money, then you'd come to me and we'd build you a £300 or £400 kit guitar that you wouldn't need to worry about, because it would be perfect. So yes, we've got a new scratch plate and some new gold hardware and better quality stuff than ships with this, and we'll see how it goes. But the crux of the matter, I'm a guitar builder. You see me do my thing. I've built, I think, 140 odd guitars now, and it's kind of pointless watching me, with my experience, taking this and turning it into a custom guitar, because it's what I do. Wouldn't it be a bit more fun if we took somebody who hasn't built 140 guitars and see what they can do with my instructions? So I'm going to pass you over to my apprentice. He's been with me currently for a couple of months. He arrived 3 months late for work. Took him a while to move down to new workshops. But he's got a little bit of experience. He's put together a couple of customs on his own, and learning as you do, and some interesting ideas, and a little bit of, practice. But I would say, I would hazard a guess that his skills are on a par with a lot of other new hobby builders who've been doing woodworking and carpentry and joinery and that sort of stuff for a while. So basically this video series is going to be me talking at you like this and saying, well, take this neck and fix it, and this is how you do that, and then we'll see how Howard does. His name's Howard, by the way. And this is the whole series. Hopefully, if I've chosen the right apprentice, we're going to end up with a guitar that is going to be worth, it's something that we could, moral issues aside, probably sell for 12 to 1500 quid. Something to bear in mind is that I personally know of quite a few custom guitar builders who buy kit guitars and put them together and sell them as their own custom work. It's a grey area. It's not something I would ever do. Well, I build everything from scratch, from start to finish. I don't use CNCs even. So, but there are companies that are based entirely on buying a quality kit guitar and branding it, finishing it, and selling it on. And well, I'm going to show you how to do that. Let us go and talk to Howard.